Hello, hello, hello. This is Lynie again. As I told you guys earlier, I was gonna be going live here on YouTube. Um, it's Sunday Slowdown with Lenny, and so I'm trying to get my schedule back together and stick to it. So I'm letting you see what's going on for real. So I do curl mix, and I have had tremendous growth with curl mix. Not that my hair didn't grow fast naturally on its own. And I think about 8 months ago, I must have cut my hair really short. And so about 8 months ago, I started using curl mix about 6 months ago in July. And so uh, this is the growth in that 6 month period. But Sunday, like it says, Sunday Slowdown, um, is my wash day, one of my wash days. So I try to do a wash. I don't know if you all are familiar with the curl mix process. So I would encourage you to look up curl mix on YouTube. And it's a 4 step wash and go system. And it's fantastic. I love it. Along with the products you get in the Facebook community of Curl Mix, it's like over 17,000 members. And so it's women with natural hair of all different lengths, textures. And what Curl Mix does is really help you to understand your natural hair. And they have really healthy, organic ingredients in the products that they make. It's a 4 step method to their system, and you get various holes or for your different hair types. So if you like a light hole, you would use one set of products. They've just done and launched a rebranding, and so I like a firm hole or ultra hole as they call it. And so I usually use the flavors that give me a good hole. But this has been 7 days worth, and you can still see a lot of the curl definition and pattern. Because what I did yesterday, because we had to go out, is I just did a re-wet with water. I just did a re-wet, um, and put a little clips in it to pin it up, whatever. But I'm getting ready to do my wash for the week and then put my products in. I'll show you what I'm using. So for me, this will be my first time trying. I don't know if you can see it. It's the Honey Hydration Shampoo. Um, so very hydrating for the hair, especially now that we're into the winter months. And then that would be my step one. So that's the shampoo I would use. And then I have the regular fragrance free conditioner, and I must have left the bottle in the other room. And then when I do my step 3 and 4, normally I use the mango, but I have the Posh Palm. So I'm going to do the Posh Palm moisturizer and then the Posh Palm flaxseed gel. And I was trying to explain to somebody yesterday the difference in their products, because this, it looks like a lotion, but this actually is their gel, and it's fantastic. So that's the 4 piece system: a shampoo, a conditioner, and then you have a moisturizer and a gel. And then once I wash and style my hair, then I'll diffuse it a little bit with my diffuser for about maybe 20-30 minutes. I won't do my whole hair to dry it, but 30 minutes will get it a nice set. And then I'll tie it up for the night. So that's what I'm getting ready to launch into. But because I wanted to get back on schedule with my, yeah, well, it's the lighting. I apologize. With our Sunday Slowdown. And we're almost done. This publication, actually, we're almost finished. It's for you just because you're very special to me. And as I always say to you, that's even the you that's staring back at you in the screen. So I'm saying it to myself as well as to you. So we're going to pick up where we left off. And first, you know what? To get us started, one of the things that I learned in the curl mix process, one of the coaches, and this is a fantastic thing that comes with curl mix. When you get the products, you sign up, and every month they do a 21-day masterclass. That's free. So I've been able, since I signed up back in July, every month since then, sign up for the masterclass. And so they have coaches that coach you through learning the curl mix system, how to apply the products, the different techniques that you can use. to get the results you want. And it's just wonderful. And so this month is my sixth masterclass since I started using Curl Mix in July. And so one of the tips that one of the coaches does for her when she manipulates, because our hair is our weakest when it's wet. Whenever she's manipulating her hair, she wears gloves, and I really thought that was such a game changer because in doing my hands without gloves, I could feel how my nails, the dry skin on my cuticles, if there was an edge on the side of my nails, would I could feel it pull and tug in the hair like it was going to break or damage the hair. And so I was like, wow, I never paid it in all the years I've been doing my own hair. I never paid any attention to that. And so that's a tip that I love. So this is why you see the gloves in my hand. But in order for us to get started for what our purpose is to one, take a deep breath, stretch up, and exhale. Let's do it again. Take a deep breath, reach up and open up that stretch and pull, and just relax. And so we're going to pick up where we left off. And this is saying, thank you for these feelings, for bringing me happiness as though it were a gift I could open every day, and I'm grateful to you for listening to the words I want to say. I appreciate you for letting me share the most personal parts of your world and for welcoming me with your eyes. I am indebted to you for being the wonderful, kind, giving person you are. I admire you for being everything you are to me and for doing it so beautifully. I thank you with all my heart. And just think about that. For someone to really look at you and say, I appreciate you. Because oftentimes it's not the big grand scale things that garners our attention, but it's those little things that our friends do for us. Those little things um, when individuals are engaged with us, that make the biggest difference. You know, an act of kindness, just because you thought about someone. I talked to a girlfriend today, and she's another creative, and I mean, she's a fantastic artist, and she just has a lots of creative ideas, and I really admire uh, her creative abilities, and so I learned a lot from her. And I was telling her that I had a set of canvas. Cosmetic bags, or you could use them for cosmetics, you could use them for whatever. And I had got a set of 12 of them, a long time ago. And they already have a pre-made scene on them. They just need you to use fabric markers or whatever to color them in. And that's what I said. I thought that would be a great idea for us to do these bags, and then we could randomly give them away as gifts to someone. Just something small, uh, to let somebody know, I thought about you. This person, you were on my mind, and I wanted to, share something with you. And, just for when people show that level of appreciation to us, to let you know that you were in their thoughts, it's awesome because someone knowing that someone else is thinking about them, especially in the times that we live in now. Sometimes people are so alone. They don't really have someone as a sounding board that they could talk to when they're in those lonely moments or what have you. People are still dealing with, some people, with isolation because of COVID, the flu, remnants from the pandemic, with so many young kids sick. The parents, the moms might be more isolated because they're dealing with a sick child. And so those are the things that when you do a random act of kindness, or you think about somebody in one of those circumstances, and you reach out either through the mail, a phone call, a text, that might be the thing that they need to lift them up that day. And if you all are noticing, it looked like a bone necklace, my green clips. These are my Curl Mix clips from their latest essential bundles kit. And these are fantastic, nice sturdy clips that came with it. You got the clips, like 1 2 3 2 different types of combs, two different types of brushes, a cape, just a lot of nice things that help you during your wash and go process. So let's move on to story number 2, and that's called Such a Blessing. In the course of a person's lifetime, there are so many prayers that get whispered and so many hopes that fill the heart. There are wishing stars that spend their entire evenings listening to all the things we long for. I have said those prayers and had those hopes and chatted with more than my share of stars in the sky. I always feel that if I ask and believe and wish well enough, some things are bound to turn out right. But in all my prayers and wishes and hopes, I couldn't have asked for a blessing more wonderful than you in my life. Isn't that nice to think too? Because again, as we've talked about before, everybody doesn't have somebody in their life. So to look at your life and recognize that you have people that are fulfilling that role in your life that the story is talking about. Somebody that you can think of now when somebody says to you, a person that's a blessing to you, and someone comes to your mind, that is truly a blessing because everybody doesn't have that. And so, it's something to be grateful and thankful for. And so we're moving on in our journey, and this is You Touch My Life. It seems like I'm always searching for a way to tell you how wonderful I think you are. And I thought that maybe this book could help me convey a few thoughts that I would love to share with you. You're my definition of a special person. I think you're fantastic and exceptional and unique and endearing. To me, you're someone who is very necessary to my well being in so many ways. You fill my life with happiness and the sweet feelings of being so grateful and appreciative that you're here. I could go on and on, but you get the picture. I think you're a masterpiece. Wow, that's heavy. To be so grateful to someone for their personality, for the you that they are, in your life. However, they've intersected in your life. Like there's a woman we've never met in person. When I first became a part of the Mary Kay world about 3 years ago, she was one of the first people that reached out to me on Facebook. And over the years, we've communicated back and forth. Uh, and But it's like we have become lifelong friends. She's been having a difficult time right now due to a family loss. And, you know, because of the impact that she had on my life, the kindness that she showed me, when I learned of her situation, of course, I readily wanted to extend that same kindness back to her. And so it's those type of bonds when when things happen and you can reflect on somebody who was there, whether it's somebody that you know closely or somebody from afar. Just again, thinking about you, positive energy directed towards you, because we all deal with loss. We all experience the highs and lows of life. We all, at some point in our life, experience some type of disease process, even if it's something that we're managing well. You know, yeah. So, recently, it's many of you have known, I've been really, really battling with my knees and that situation. And so, more than likely, probably the first of the year, I'm probably going to be scheduled for a knee replacement. And so, it's just all of these different highs and lows, the ups and downs of life that we deal with. And so to have somebody who's touched your life in any way to help you navigate those things, that's a beautiful thing to have because everybody doesn't have that. So, as a recap, first thing, I'm glad I made it. Time gets away from you so fast. And now I'm trying to really stick to my schedule. And so, even coming on here with my hair in pre wash and go state, just so you can see this, I'm keeping it real. This is what's happening. I'm getting ready to do this. And so, to let you know, you're on my mind. And so we're thanking you for the feelings that this person creates in your life. We are thanking you for being a blessing, and then how you've touched my life. And so, again, like I said, these were three wonderful stories to pick back up on, because it shows a level of gratitude that we all should have for one another, um, a level of appreciation for the thoughts and kindnesses that are directed our way. And so, what a great way to pick back up our series of Sunday Slowdown. And so, we're slowing down enough to take a deep breath and trying to stay connected to each other during these turbulent times that we live in. Just stay connected. Sometimes you might be in a space where you, because of what's happening in life, you're pulling away, and as a result of that, you know, people may sometimes, they don't understand why you're pulling away. So they're not really, especially even if it's dealing with a loss. A lot of times people fail to realize you're still dealing with the emotion of it when everybody's gone back to their regular life, when everybody's gone back to work, or, when the phone calls are now coming in slower than when they originally came in. And so, if we have somebody in our life that we know that's dealing with something like that, just keep calling them a little longer, try to guide them and help them through uh, just a little bit longer, because again, we're just in unique circumstances with COVID, the pandemic, and the various crises that we find ourselves dealing with in mass. When can you remember another time in history when we've all been affected in mass by something so major? And so for people that have limited family, no family, it presents a challenge. And even for that have family, sometimes because of logistics, we're not near each other anymore. My sister lives in Florida and we're here in Maryland. So, the logistics of it make it difficult because, it was nothing for us to see her so many times throughout the week or what have you when she lived here. So, it creates a challenge. And so if we keep one another in mind, try to keep positive thoughts there, it will benefit that person, but it'll benefit us too. The Bible helps us to appreciate there truly is greater happiness in giving than receiving. And I'm a firm believer in that. Anybody that knows me well, that is the tenet that I live my life by, because I can attest to the fact that I have greater joy and happiness in seeing other people light up because of a thought or a gift or something you send their way. So, that is our Sunday slowdown. And when I get off of here, I'm going to do my curl mix thing. And so what I'll do is after I'm done, I'll come back on and post a shot or something so you can see the final results of my wash and go for the week. And I've gotten really a lot of longevity out of them because normally I try to do my wash and go twice a week, but I only did it once this week, and I got a whole 7 days, and so I can really see the benefits in following the process, how it's laid out. So again, this is Lynie, Sunday Slowdown. See you next Sunday.